Hello everyone, this is Juan Sarmiento and today is Friday, September the 9th. Okay, let me go to my account here, and today, well, we have lost a little bit over the week, but you can see that the market's moving quite strongly. I don't feel like entering new trades. The volatility index is quite declining now after a strong move up. Let me just show you. Here's the VIX move up, and now it's coming down. I think we're going to have a strong move up by the looks of it. On the SPY, and so we need to transform. You remember the last week I said, well, it looks like the Ichimoku is finding a support here, and it did. And now we have a buy signal here on the stochastics. The Ichimoku cloud was slightly violated, but now we have a pull back up, and you can see that the uptrend is holding. I suggest you watch my other video for more detail on the SPY. But I think it's moving quite strongly, and we can adapt our positions accordingly. So let's go and look at them one by one, starting with Apple. Risk profile. Okay, so you can see that I have a positive delta here, but because volatility is declining, it takes a little bit. So we can, if you see the expiration for the shorts is in September the 16th, excuse me, 7 days from now. So we can certainly do a rollover, analyze rolling, and that should moderate my deltas. Or perhaps, if you feel strongly about it, you can leave it the way it is until it reaches 65, thereabouts. And that's for Apple, 65, yeah, it will be halfway here in my trend analysis. And you can see it's found support in the Ichimoku cloud. So it would be tempting to think that it's going to go test the highs. Apple is. Okay, so the high is at 175. And we can moderate or modify our trade here so that when it goes to 75, it goes over here. I'm inclined to leave it alone and just change the put side perhaps, or just change the call side. Let's see if we did that, what happened. Let's deselect that. Oh, of course we can change this. Instead of September, let's go to October the 7th or October the 14th, and that creates a different delta negative. I don't want delta negative, I don't want delta positive. Okay, so we can do the put side and leave the call side alone. Let's see what happens if we did that. Analyze rolling and go to October the 7th or October the 14th. This turns out better, I think, because it gives it a more bullish look to it. But if the Apple continues lower, it wouldn't hurt us too much. But I think it's very bullish right now. So look at the difference. This is 87. So if you leave it alone, it would be faster to go to a positive returns. Okay, let's do this just for be a little cautious, and then next week we'll deal with the call side if it is if it gets there. Okay, it may be that 165 calls would expire worthless, but it's also possible that, you know, the way things are moving up right now, it could go higher than that. Okay, let's see, wait until it gets filled, or wait until the end of the day. I will wait and make sure it gets filled. Let's go to C. C is the same thing. Let's go to the monitor tab and look for C here, and we see that we are very, very close to a profit here year to date. Okay, let's go to the analyze tab. The question, of course, my line, if it's not profitable, you may as well get out, but this is borderline, so what I need to do here is roll over to the next week. And you said I have 11 puts and 10 calls. All right, and my deltas are negative, so I need to change this for sure. Analyze rolling, and I'm gonna make it double, and let's go to October the 14th. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. And you can see that I have more puts here. Well, this put 50 is about is close to nothing. So we can get rid of the one put here, short put, or we can just add it here. Custom. Let's add it right here. Perfect. And here the put, we're going to buy it back. Excellent. So we're going to end up with a little more deltas here. Let's see, what does that look like? Yeah, that's a very strong move. Again, gone down to the Ichimoku cloud, found support, bounce back up. The stochastics is pointing up. This will be the resistance here. Yeah, I'm not going to focus on the technical analysis much, but it makes sense to modify this the way I'm doing it right now. Make sure your deltas are not negative because the stock is moving up. Okay, we're going to check that later. Let's go to Costco. Okay, in the case of Costco, you can see that our deltas are negative, but a good strong move, let's say to 570, will turn that into positive. Let's look back a few 30 days, and because I did a vertical here, which is a roll down or roll up rather, from 520 to 560. Let's analyze that. Okay, that was the Citigroup trade. Good. We still have to check the Apple a little later. Okay, so you can see that I did a roll up from 520 to 560, and now we're closer to 520. Okay, so what if I bought back this call? This is a vertical spread that if that's all I had done, this is what it would look like. Okay, so now you can take it back with a $670 in profits. So if I did the opposite, I will close it with $695 in profits. Okay, you can see I'm paying less than what I sold it for. Okay, and in the meantime, I'm changing my trade. Is a little more delta positive. Fantastic, because that's what I want. Okay, the October the 7th will be my next expiration. That sounds good. So let's confirm and send. And now it's bullish in terms of the delta, but if it goes down, volatility would increase, and I'm protected there. Let's just show it to you here with this trade. If and when it gets filled, I already sent it out. You can see that the deltas are barely positive. It's 19, that's pretty good, and Vega is pretty high. Okay, so if the stock was to go down, you would think that the volatility would increase and give me some profits just the same. Okay, let's move on to CSX. And we are here, and it's delta positive. Great, we don't have puts. It's 30 puts here. September, okay, the call. We can roll these calls, and we can add the puts. What if I were to sell puts? How much would I get for them at $30? And the expiration, let's go to October the 14th. You get 20 cents, not a whole lot, is it? Considering that we have 10 of them, let's see how much we get. Create duplicate order, confirm and send, and that will give us $200. Well, better than nothing, I suppose. And you can put it at 25, see if that gets filled. Okay, would I do that? Well, as it is, we already have a very large delta. You see that at $293, and the stock is moving up. It's very slowly. I think I'm fine the way. I don't need to add this 20 cents puts right here, which is just going to add to my deltas. yet that's the Apple and that's the Costco. Excellent. Now we need to figure out what to do with this CSX. Let's go to the monitor tab. Here. Yeah, that's a loser for the year. Okay, we're going to leave it like this. I tend to reduce the calls here because it's quite high, but it's moving rather strongly up. So let's check it out. Let's check it out again next week, okay? Because it's moving up, and we have a bullish position right now. So that could change everything. But I'm not going to. Yeah, September here is quite close to the 30. Yeah, our strike price 30 is quite close to where we are. So let's check that up again next week. Okay. Let's go to Disney. Let's go to the monitor tab to see how is my Disney position doing so far. Right there. Yeah, that's a loser as well. So we tend to, no, wait a minute. Yeah, $528. Would I get rid of it? You can see that I haven't made any adjustments to that. And September 23, I think we can wait. Okay, next week, what is to expiration? 14 days. So next week we'll make a better decision. If the stock moves up, as I think it's had the same looks as the rest of the trades, except for it didn't quite come all the way to the Ichimoku cloud. But look at this, it jumped on earnings, so I suspect that it will hit a new high. So I'm going to leave it alone. But my intention is to roll it over if it becomes profitable next week. Otherwise, I will close the position. Okay, GS, Goldman Sachs. Let's go to the monitor tab, Goldman Sachs. And that's year to date, we have a profit, okay? And we already made in the past a vertical adjustments right here. Okay, let's analyze that. You can see here that my call at 350 got me $17.10, okay? I could reverse that. Imagine that this is what we did, okay? And we have a profit on that. And now that the stock goes up, I want to revert that to the original trade at $325 strike price. So analyze the opposite. And that's going to increase my cost rather significantly for what I had a minute ago. But it would also make it more delta neutral. Okay, so you make that decision based on how much money you end up, and it's not a whole lot, 2,135, and we're going to add 1,445 to that. So yeah, it wouldn't break my budget, so to speak. And so I'm going to do that, and we have the October 7th for the expiration, and we have a positive profit. And is the stock going up? Yes, most definitely yes. Look at the 3 big jumps. So that's probably going to go to test the high, if not break right through it. So we have to become bullish on it. And let's send that off. And the worst case scenario, if the stock goes up, you could still make money on that if the volatility increases, okay? If the market goes down, okay, let's adjust that. All right, and there it is. Let's analyze. Yep. Imagine that the stock goes back down and volatility spikes. You can make additional money on that, but right now this is what we have. It's a bullish trade, only 25 delta though, not much, and the stock could be moving quite strongly, a good 30-40 points more. That looks great. Okay, let me see. I think I covered everything. I made all my adjustments and I should be all right. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.